The same place, the same view, but something is missing. And that is because He who is eternal has now dissolved back into eternity. For decades, He was with us and moved very much amongst us. He came to us. He took letters from us. He talked to us. And He moved so freely amongst us. He delivered so many discourses to us. And He celebrated so many festivals with us. He became so much a part of our lives that we simply could not imagine being without His physical form. However, when God comes in human form, He too bows to time, since that is the Dharma of the body, Avatar's dawn. The Lord came as Rama, fulfilled His mission, and then went back. Krishna came, gave His message, which was the most important part of His incarnation, and He too withdrew. In this Kali age, the Lord came again, first as Shirdi Baba. And once His mission was over, He too withdrew from the form. He came again, as He said He would, as Sathya Sai Baba. But inevitably, when the time came, Swami also withdrew from the form, as the Lord always does. Swami always led a very active life. But during the last few years, he slowed down. Yet he obliged, for example, by visiting a few places. As always, he was very considerate to the devotees, but it was clear he was easily getting tired. This was particularly evident as the year 2011 dawned. Darshans now became somewhat irregular. And then came March 2011. March 20th. It was a Sunday and there was a huge crowd. Swami stayed a long time that evening and showered abundant blessings on students. Everyone was happy, for it had been a wonderful darshan. Friday, March 25th. Swami came, though a bit late. He did not stay long, but everyone understood he was tired. That was the last darshan Swami gave in the Sai Kulwant Hall. The Swami as we all knew him and loved would not be seen anymore, but none was aware of it then. Saturday, March 26th. Devotees waited, but Swami did not come for darshan. That afternoon, Swami was taken to the super specialty hospital. This was the very hospital he had built for the poor. That was 20 years ago. Over the years, thousands and thousands of poor people got their lives back in this hospital. This was the hospital Swami had visited many times and for many purposes. But this time, Swami came to the hospital as a patient. The news spread and there was anxiety everywhere. In the hospital, Swami was taken to the catheterization lab and fitted with a pacemaker. Following that, Swami was moved into intensive care. The news was that Swami was doing fine, and there was naturally a sigh of relief. Everyone was confident that Swami would be back in Yajur Mandir within a few days, and that darshans would resume after Swami had a little rest. Sadly, that did not happen, and Swami's stay in the hospital continued. And then the bulletins started coming. That was when everyone began to pray. Normally, devotees prayed to Swami for themselves, but this time they prayed to him for him all over the world. In the village of Puttaparthi too, there was deep concern. For the villagers, Swami was their very own. After all, was not Swami born there? Though Swami stayed in Puttaparthi, he hardly went out into the village. On the few occasions he did, he was always greeted with great enthusiasm, especially when he returned after a trip. When Swami was in the hospital, the residents of Puttaparthi too held their vigils. April 24th, Easter Sunday. The time was 7:40 a.m. The hospital issued its last bulletin. What everyone believed would not ever happen and could not happen actually had. Sadly, facts or empirical reality has to be accepted, and all of us who have been left behind now had to move on. "4 p.m. Swami went from Yajur Mandir to the Sai Kulwant Hall for the last time. Not the way he used to, but in a way that shook all devotees to their very roots. Huge crowds had gathered, and suddenly, for those who were attending closely on Swami for nearly a month, the most important issue was making sure that everyone had a chance to file past and pay their respects.
कोटि प्रणाम शतकोटि प्रणाम हे दीननाथ साईं राम।
Swami being a national and indeed a global figure, there was a great clamor that the very last darshan of Swami ought to be brought to people everywhere via television. Hurriedly arrangements for this were also made. Puttaparthi is used to huge crowds, especially at birthday times. But this was different. The crowd this time was made up of people who wanted one last precious glimpse that would forever be etched in their memory. The crowds that one saw from the evening of Sunday, April 24th to midday of Wednesday, April 27th were unparalleled, even for Puttaparthi. Earlier, during darshan, Swami would slowly move all over the hall, coming close to devotees. But now it was different. Swami stayed where he was, and devotees had to go close to him to have darshan. Swami loved all without exception. And for their part, devotees too loved Swami in 1,000 different ways. However, when they stood for a fleeting second near the casket, there was only one emotion: deep anguish. And grief found 1,000 ways to express itself. The crowds were massive and poured in non-stop from all over the country. However, everyone waited patiently for his or her turn. And this long wait also gave the villagers the chance to rise to their highest level of hospitality. The service that the people of Puttaparthi rendered was spontaneous. For them, this was the best way of seeing Swami, through service to those who had come from far and wide.
Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, गाएगी सदा सुभर
They all came, from the humblest and the lowliest, to rich and the famous. For Swami loved all without any distinction.
हर एक पल में, हर एक क्षण में, हर एक पल में, हर एक क्षण में, हर एक पल.
Incidentally, bhajan singing went on non-stop all the time. Day after day, something no one can remember ever happening before.
भजे हम सदा